So first off, I want to let you all know I did make it to Japan on my trip to Fukushima. And I'll let you all in on how I got sponsored to be able to visit here for my tickets and my stay. It's actually through the Anthropocene Institute, and it's to make it to the Asian Pacific Nuclear Energy Conference. And there are some high-level people here with the Japanese government and with TEPCO. I really feel like I'm walking amongst giants. We just got done with our first day of the conference, and I gotta say, the word that I would use to describe the conference so far has been excitement. And the second word I would use would be probably AI. There seems to be a very big understanding amongst the Asian Pacific and specifically with Japan that we are going to need a lot more energy in the next few decades, and specifically nuclear energy. And remember, this is where the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear accident happened. They understand what happens when there is a nuclear accident, yet Japan is returning to nuclear power. So Japan has this thing called the Strategic Energy Plan, which is basically the Japanese government's policy towards build out of energy in general. Now, until just the last few months, it used to have the statement saying that it was basically reducing its dependence on nuclear power as much as possible in their plan. But in the seventh one, they've done away with that statement completely, and it now says, rather than the dichotomous debate about renewable energy or nuclear power, we should make the most of decarbonized power sources. That is a major shift from saying we want to do away with nuclear altogether. Now, in that old plan, it still had nuclear power restarts happening because they wanted to decarbonize, but eventually they were basically calling it a transition source of energy. But in 2030, they were planning on having 20 to 22% of their electricity coming from nuclear power. But in the seventh Strategic Energy Plan, it still has, even by 2040, nuclear maintaining at that 20 to 22% value. And this should be a lesson to those in the West, specifically Germany, that Fukushima is not a reason to go away from nuclear power.